So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Coming up in today's video, we have our last breakfast in Las Vegas at the absolutely beautiful Mon Ami Gabi in the Paris Hotel. This is one of the highest rated restaurants in all of Las Vegas and consistently is on people's top 5 list, and we can absolutely see why. We also head over to Bellagio to have a little tour around. We see the world's biggest chocolate fountain, take in the absolutely stunning conservatory at the Bellagio. This is one of the best free things you can do in Las Vegas and absolutely should not be missed. We give you some hints and tips on how you can save a few dollars when you're in Las Vegas, because let's face it, every dollar counts when it comes to Las Vegas. And then talking about saving money, 2-for-1 cocktails, absolutely. Come and join us at LINQ Promenade for some day drinking. It's an incredible last day in Las Vegas and a great way to end the series, so hit that subscribe button and come along with us. So guys, we've been so looking forward to this. When we were researching potential restaurants to eat in Las Vegas, Mon Ami Gabi came up on the list over and over and over again. It's always on those best places to eat vlogs, the top 5 restaurants in Las Vegas. It is consistently on those lists, so we absolutely had to do it, especially because we were staying in the Paris Hotel. You access it from the inside. This is us entering it now. This has been around since the Paris Hotel opened. Mon Ami Gabi was there in 1999 when the whole resort opened, and it's been a staple ever since. Jem and I were lucky enough to get to Paris in France for her birthday last year and have eaten in some genuine bistros in Paris, and I have to say they have the ambiance and the vibe absolutely nailed down in here. When you walk in here, from the artwork on the wall to the menus to the decor, it's like you're walking into an authentic restaurant along the River Seine in Paris. So good. You can see the sheer scale of this restaurant with us walking through it here to try and get to the terrace. They have the huge inside bit, this really popular bit that's in the conservatory, I suppose, and then we're going out to where most people wait for a table, and that's to get a seat on the terrace where you can oversee the strip. You're directly opposite the lake at the Bellagio. Obviously we're here for breakfast, but the restaurant is open for lunch and dinner as well. If you happen to be here after 4 p.m, you're going to get to take in the Bellagio Fountain show over and over again, and that's why it's just so popular. The location is incredible. You can see it's really busy for breakfast, but just look at the sheer number of staff there are around, and all are super helpful. Just showing you the menu here. So it is French bistro classics as well as fresh takes on old school favourites. They have all the crowd pleasers like a 3-egg breakfast, omelettes, steak and eggs, eggs benedict. They do have a gluten-free option also, and they have smoked salmon and the traditional ham version of that. And then the things you'd expect to find in the bistro: French toast, crepes, pain au chocolat, croissants, as well as your mimosas and Bloody Marys. You are in Las Vegas after all, and then teas, coffees and juices and everything else. Look at this food. This was Jem's salmon eggs benedict. I wish you could taste those potatoes. Those potatoes, like triple cooked breakfast potatoes, but they had something on them. They were absolutely stunning. This is my 3-egg breakfast with maple cured bacon. That bacon is probably the best bacon I've ever had in my life. And believe me, I've eaten a lot of bacon.
Well, how's that going down?
It's beautiful.
Is it?
It's so nice to be able to, the flavours are unreal.
Is
The hash brown, I'm pretty sure it's fried in butter. It's so buttery and beautiful. The egg is gorgeous. And there's some kind of glazing on the bacon. Really thick. It's nice and crispy. It's gorgeous.
Good. Enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to show you the bill here so you can see it's not super cheap, but you're not going to expect it to be cheap when you're sitting with strip views opposite the Bellagio fountains. The service and food were impeccable, so absolutely worth every penny in my eyes. They also have this cool thing on the table where you can pay and split bills electronically, which are great. You can just see how great the views are from here. There's actually 2 other Mon Ami Gabi restaurants. There's one in Bethesda in Maryland and another one in Lincoln Park in Chicago. But I think this is their busiest store, given where it is bang in the center of the Las Vegas Strip. You can see all the heat lamps here. Now, we were here in February. It wasn't super hot, although the sky was blue, but they had these heat lamps on, and it was like being here in the summer. It was absolutely beautiful, very comfortable temperature. And as I said before, the staff were just so attentive, absolutely great, and I cannot recommend this place enough. Obviously, the terrace and the conservatory with the natural light are the more popular areas to eat, and people will wait to get a table out there. But you can see the further in you come, this place is so big. It's just room after room after room. And apparently there's a waiting list to get in here in the evening time. So every single one of these tables and all of these dining areas that you can see right here are full of an evening time. So if there's a big crowd of you, I would highly recommend booking. You can get reservations online, or you can call up to reserve for tables of 12 or higher. Hi guys, we are just out of Mon Ami Gabi. You can see it behind us there. We had breakfast, Jem.
I absolutely loved it. I said, hands down, best breakfast I've ever had.
Do you know what? We've watched so many vlogs on it, so many vloggers, and everyone, bar none, has raved about it. But from the moment you walk in, the decor, the ambiance, the funky music playing, all the staff are incredible. There's so many staff, so attentive.
Yeah.
The food quality is unbelievable.
I absolutely love the whole experience, because you go in and you've got your water poured for you straight away. They're not pushy, they put the menu down and you just take in that view. The Bellagio hits you from across the road and the beautiful blue sky. Yeah. The patio's heated, isn't it, with the heaters?
It felt like you were here in summertime, because there's loads of those outdoor patio heaters. You can see them there behind us. There's loads of them, and it's just a nice temperature in there. It felt like a summer's day. It is beautiful. It's glorious. Look at the sky. It is lovely here.
So as soon as you sit down, you feel relaxed and like you're somewhere special. It's a really nice feeling.
I just said we would 100%, if we came back, would go there for an evening meal.
Yes, we
I kind of regret not booking there for a special evening meal, because if you're there in the evening and they have the fountain show going on across the road, it is busy all the time. We
really
walked past
busy.
here
They
at
were
breakfast.
actually waiting for our table. They weren't pushy or anything like that, but they were. You could hear them saying, when that table comes up, we've got 4 people waiting. Da da da.
It is beautiful. The food was fantastic.
Yeah,
so
the
good.
food was incredible. Like,
And
the flavours.
Yes.
The flavour of the eggs, the flavour of the salmon, even the tomatoes with the sweetest, juiciest little baby tomatoes.
The quality is very, very good, I have to say.
Good. So
good.
good.
I had the 3 eggs breakfast you'd have seen. The bacon, and again, I don't want to go too over the top, but it was definitely the best bacon I've ever had in America. Bacon in America, as you'll know, is very thin, very crispy. It's more crisp than it is flavour. That was thick, it was date cured, so it was nice and sweet. I was full, and I still kept picking at the last bit of bacon just to enjoy every mouthful. It was gorgeous. It's quite pricey in there, but it's, compared to other places in Vegas, you could go and pay the same money and not have the same experience. And you don't have to eat. Jen was just saying, we went to Starbucks the other day and it was $20, $22 for one coffee and a strawberry acai. And the coffee's in there like $7. So you could sit there in the morning and have a coffee on the patio with a lovely view out here over the strip, and it's $7. It's absolutely fab. So highly recommend it. Best breakfast we've had since being here.
If we have to give one thing that you have to do when you come to Vegas, you have to go to
Mon Ami Gabi. Yeah, absolutely lovely.
It was so good, we've put in another montage just to show you all over again.
So we saved the Bellagio as the last hotel we're going to go and tour around, and is there a more iconic hotel in the whole of Las Vegas? With the fountain show outside, everyone knows about the Bellagio. Opened in 1998, themed around a village of Bellagio in Italy near Lake Como, originally owned by Steve Wynn and now run by the MGM Group. This place is absolutely beautiful. Probably a bit more traditional. We certainly felt when we were walking around in here that the clientele were probably that little bit older, and it certainly felt a little bit more upmarket in here, I suppose. They had all the expensive shops that all of the hotels do. No different in that way, but certainly was a more traditional is probably the way I'd say it. They have some lovely free things to do in the Bellagio though, so please don't pass it by. In this patisserie, this is the largest chocolate fountain in the world, and that's been authenticated by the Guinness Book of Records. I can't remember how tall it was, but this is real chocolate that flows down on these glass panels to make a big chocolate fountain, and it got me salivating. So as well as the chocolate fountain and of course the Bellagio fountains outside, the other top free thing to do in the Bellagio is go and visit the conservatory area. This is absolutely beautiful. They change this about 4 times a year. It's all decked out here for the Chinese New Year, but this place is huge. It's about 13,500 square feet. It has a 50-foot high glass roof, so all natural light, absolutely beautiful. They spend so much money decking this out, and you can just walk through here to see it, get photographs done. It's very Instagrammable. I think there's about 20,000 visitors on average every single day come through here, and they're obviously not all staying at the hotel. It is stunning, and it's an absolute must-do for any trip to Las Vegas. The reception area is absolutely stunning. This glass sculpture you see on the ceiling, the colourful glass flowers, I suppose. This is called Fiori di Como. It's a glass sculpture by Dale Chihuly. I'm probably crucifying that, sorry Dale. And it's the world's largest glass sculpture. It's rumoured to have cost anywhere between $1 million and $10 million. So that's about the same price as the lampshade we have hanging in our hallway too. As you'd expect for a resort this size, the casino is absolutely massive. There's a really popular Petrosian bar in here where they have a live pianist. They have really fancy cocktails, but it was really, really popular. We've seen loads of vloggers going in there, and even this day we're having a look around. It was super busy in there. So if you fancy an expensive drink and soak up the atmosphere, hit the Petrosian and take it all in. So this is about 11 a.m. on a Tuesday, and you can see how busy it is in this casino already. There was a real good vibe in here. They've got all the classic and traditional table games, as well as all the slot machines under the sun that you find in most of the casinos, to be honest. Dragon LINQ, Phoenix LINQ, Mon Ami, Huff and More Puff, you name it, they have them, and they are being played flat out all the time in Las Vegas. And of course, with being run by MGM, your MGM rewards card will work in here to get comps and free play and things like that.
Last day in Vegas!
Last day. Disappointed we're going home.
Oh, it's last day, but we're certainly going to make the most of it.
Absolutely. We just had the most beautiful breakfast, and we're mooching around the hotels.
Yeah.
And we're just here at the Bellagio. The fountains aren't on now. I think they start around 4 p.m. So we might get to see them once more before we go to the airport.
Yeah.
And we're going to head down the LINQ Promenade now and try and find a happy hour.
We're going to go and sample this frozen Baileys that we've heard is so good.
Yes, heard all about that. I won't be having that, but I will be having something.
Although you are feeling much better
feeling
today,
much
so
better,
you've got
so
some making up for lost time to do.
Definitely having a drink. Do you know what? We've got a long flight back and we've got all day today, so I think a couple of drinks are in order. It's a glorious day here in Las Vegas, so
Definitely. So we're going on a bit of a happy hour bar crawl, so come on
and see what
with
we got
us.
up to.
Well, have you enjoyed your time in Vegas so far?
I will always have a good time in Vegas. It's Las Vegas at the end of the day. Yeah, slightly disappointed about getting ill, but you know what? Looking on the positives, look at all the things we have done. We got to tour all the hotels we wanted to see. We've seen the most incredible show last night. We've eaten some beautiful food, and we've done some gambling. I think there's more gambling on the cards today because we've not done as much as I probably would have liked to because of being ill and one thing and another, especially not getting down to Fremont Street. But I think today there's going to be some jackpots hit. So Jen, what have you got there?
So these are our Las Vegas cups, which look like the flimsy plastic cups, but they're actually quite
solid.
And you see everyone going about Vegas with these. It's a good cost-saving option if you're walking from place to place.
Which
and
you
want
do.
to have a cold drink that's not as expensive as in the bars, because it is actually, Paul was telling me it's expensive, but I'm thinking, oh, we're in Vegas, sure, it's fine, but actually it does all add up. So you were right again.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea of the prices, so if you walk into a casino bar, you're looking at, I don't know, $13, $14 for a beer.
At least.
If you go into
cocktails up to 20.
Easy. If you go into CVS or Walgreens or something like that, ABC stores, you can buy a can of beer for $3 or $4, and you can walk around with a can of beer if you want. I wouldn't, because doesn't look good.
No.
But you can in Vegas, and people do all the time. Vegas is in Nevada, and Nevada is a state where you can drink alcohol on the streets. They know people are going to do it. You're allowed to do it, and believe me, everyone does do it, particularly on the Strip and on Fremont Street. So you pour that into your cup that we got. We got those for $3 each, I think, in CVS.
Yeah.
Pour it into that, and you walk around, you have your drink, you're walking in and out of the casinos, they won't stop you. If you're sightseeing, and you're saving yourself a fortune, you're saving yourself $10 a drink.
And I tell you where they're really useful, Fremont Street. Now, we didn't even take them with us that night,
No.
but if we had of, you can go in and out of the shops in Fremont Street and get your
Absolutely.
drinks and pour them in.
Our friend did that. He had bought one beer, it was $14, and then he went and bought a can from the shop, and it was $4. It's the same drink. Everyone was walking around drinking them because it's like a big festival area.
Yeah.
He was walking around drinking them, and he saved himself $10 on a drink. So,
Yeah. So we definitely get them and take them
Absolutely.
with you for Fremont Street.
And keep an eye out, because we've seen there $3 in CVS. We also seen them in a gift shop, and there were $7 in there.
Yeah, they
and
were.
they're identical. So like anything else, have a look around, shop around. CVS is good for little pick-me-ups and little bits and pieces.
Definitely go in and out of all the different souvenir shops, because some are more expensive than others. We actually found the cheapest one was probably down by the sign, wasn't it?
Well, the cups were dear in there, but the
Yeah.
souvenirs are cheaper in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably because it's off-strip.
Yeah.
I think that's the same in most places. Normally once you go off-strip, everything's that little bit cheaper, from the hotels to the drinks to the restaurants and
Yeah.
things like that. So always shop around.
So we thought it was only fitting to finish our holiday off the same way we started it. The LINQ Promenade, we came here on the very first night and had an in-and-out burger and had our first gamble, and we wanted to come back here. Completely different vibe during the day, crystal blue skies, 2-for-1 on cocktails and beers. Absolutely, sign me up. This American bar is just opposite In-N-Out Burger and opposite where the fountain is, and it is really cool inside. They show all different types of sports, but the only sport we're here for is people watching, sitting on the terrace, watching the world go by, having a few drinks in the daytime in Las Vegas, and reflecting on our trip. And this sign just sums it up perfectly. Friends don't like friends, drink alone. So let's get on it. The 2-for-1 offer covers all cocktails, beer and wine. It is a genuine 2-for-1 offer, so you have to buy 2 of the same one. So if I bought a Modelo, they would give me 2 or keep one behind the bar and then pick it up after. I couldn't order Modelo and a Michelob, for example, so it had to be 2 of the same. And the same with the girls when they ordered cocktails. It was 2-for-1, but the same one. But this offers on every day, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's also on Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. to midnight. So for drinks in the evening time, just off strip, that's really good value.
We are just leaving American beer and wine, and it was really, really good. love the LINQ Promenade. There is so much to do down here. A really good atmosphere. Happy hours are good. Yeah, I actually think it's probably one of my favourite places here on the Strip. So we're in the gift shop. I like all this Vegas stuff, and they have a lot of buy one get 50% off. We have just treated ourselves to one of these Las Vegas signs. Paul's going to put it up in the gym, aren't you, Paul?
I am.
Yeah. It will remind us of this trip.
It'll be really nice to have that. Actually, look at that every time we're in the gym.
Yeah.
Which will be more often when we get back, by the way.
Will it? I'll remind you said
Well,
that.
we've got a,
To be fair, Paul's more determined to go to the gym than me.
absolutely. We've got an August trip to prep for. We need to work hard.
Yes.
So drinking in the daytime makes you hungry. So we went into the Flamingo, which we wanted to go back to anyway, and headed into Carlos and Charlie's. It's like a modern Mexican casual dining place. Looks so funky from the outside, and we had to give it a go. So just like we find in most places in Las Vegas, they're much bigger than you anticipate from the outside. This Carlos and Charlie's had a huge indoor area, and then they come out the back. They had this huge outdoor terrace at the back and overlook the Habitat Flamingo. It's absolutely stunning. You get the heat lamps here to keep you nice and warm, but you're looking down onto where the flamingos and the koi carp and everything were. Really lovely. Definitely worth giving it a go. You can see the menu here, everything you'd expect from a Mexican restaurant, to be honest, but some modern twists on the old classic dishes. The waitress was fantastic, really friendly, really helpful, and she did warn us that the portion size were insane. Look at this. How could one person eat this? This is a mountain of nachos with all the dips. Between the four of us, we couldn't eat this. It was incredible. And it really was a lovely way to finish off our last day in Las Vegas. So here we are on the dreaded flight home after an amazing trip in Las Vegas. First time Jem and I have been there together, and it really did not disappoint. We have had an absolute blast on this trip, ticked off everything we wanted to do really, and had lots of fun along the way with our friends. Thank you so much for following along with us on our first Vegas adventure. There's no doubt we absolutely will be back because we had such a great time. We've eaten some incredible food and made memories that will last an absolute lifetime. It's been a pleasure sharing this trip with you. Thank you so much for following along with us. Please do make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's lots more exciting trips coming up this year, including Orlando with the kids in August, and we have a cruise coming up as well. So hit that subscribe button and come along with us.